Dear friends, welcome back to Shasha's virtual classroom. So today we'll be discussing activity 6.1. So prepare a trial balance from the following balances that have been extracted from the books of small online retailer at 31st December. So they are given assets, liabilities, expenses and all these things, So based on this, we have to prepare trial balance. So before having a look at this session, I request you to try this problem on your own. So basically, it's very easy, a very simple topic. So I think you will be able to do it. So you can then cross check with the solution. So prepare a trial balance from the following balances. Okay, so how do we do it? Trial balance extracted from small online retailer as on 31st December. Small online retailer as 31st December. As on at 31st December. So we have to write it in a specific format. So basically, we will have to write particulars or names of accounts. So here it will be ledger folio. So debit, credit. So we will have two columns, debit column, credit column. So let us start. So before starting, so property, what is property? Property is an asset. Asset always show debit balance. Property always show debit balance. Motor vehicles is an asset, always it shows debit balance. So office furniture, so remember one thing, what is that? So when you are learning trial balance, at that time you have to remember assets and expenses have debit balances. Normally have debit balances. Assets and expenses normally have debit balances. Similarly, liabilities and income or revenue have credit balances. By default, okay, by default, they are always assets and expenses. Assets and expenses are always debit balances. Liabilities and incomes are always credit balances by default. Okay, so office furniture is an asset debit balance. So computer is an asset debit balance. Sales is a revenue income credit balance. Sales return is exactly reverse of sales, it is debit balance. Purchases is an expense debit balance. Purchase returns is exactly reverse of purchase returns, it is credit balance. Motor vehicle expense is debit balance because it is an expense. Advertising is an expense debit balance. Office expenses is an expense debit balance. Stationery is an expense debit balance. Cash is an asset debit balance. Bank credit, so it means it's a liability, so credit balance. So capital always a credit balance because it's a liability to the business. So drawings always debit balance because it is exactly reverse of capital. So now we can prepare the trial balance. So write down all the names of the accounts: property, motor vehicle, office furniture. property, motor vehicle, office furniture, property 100,000, so motor vehicle 18,000, office furniture 14,000, office furniture 14,000, computer 2,000, sales 40,000, computer 2,000, sales 40,000, sales return 600, purchases 6,000, returns 500, purchases 6,000, return 500, motor vehicle expenses 4,000, advertising 1,600, advertising 1,600, office expenses 1,000, office expenses 1,000, stationery 400, stationery 400, cash 200, cash 200, bank 300 credit, capital 110,000, capital 110,000, drawings 3,000, drawings 3,000. So the total is, if you add both the sides, it is 150,800, 150,800. So it will match. So this is activity 6.1. So this is done. Okay, so this is over. So let's catch up in the next class. Till then, have a good day.